time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go viral.
What's the deal, Viral Gang? Welcome back to another episode of the VwP podcast. Make sure y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. Keep us in that algorithm. We making super noise right now. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Become an official member of the Viral Gang. Today, we short a couple people. Messiah, he's still out the country doing his thing, real viral lifestyle type of living. So he'll be back on the next one. Ruckus, I don't know where he at. He done pulled a no-call, no-show, so y'all may not see him for a couple episodes. He gonna be on disciplinary leave. We finna put that boy in timeout, man. But as always, you got your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, a.k.a. the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. And we got Cali, the one, not the two, Mr. Light Skin himself.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
Hey, we got an action-packed one today. Man, I don't even know where to start. There's so much stuff going on, man. What's the deal? Fat Joe just jumped out the window? Man, come on.
Fat Joe tripping, huh? You got the clip? We can pull it up.
We got another one. Where's my phone?
I got it.
Let me play the clip in case y'all didn't hear it, what he said.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that, okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean...
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro.
Okay, so basically, Fat Joe goes on Math Hoffa's podcast and completely disrespects foundational black Americans, which is a group pretty much started by Tariq Nasheed. I think he has the LLC and everything. So if you've been living under a rock lately on social media, there's been this clash between basically foundational black Americans and Americans from overseas who migrated over here, the immigrants. And, the immigrants have been saying that they were around during the conception of hip hop. They actually assisted in the conception of hip hop. A lot of them even taking credit saying they created hip hop, which we all know that foundational black Americans created hip hop. Now, I don't necessarily like the term foundational black American because I feel it causes divide. Me, I look at it differently. I look at it as we all black, y'all are distant cousins, you feel me? And we really need to be linking up so we can have, a strong forefront here and over there. But as always, the powers that be cause division. So this is where we at right now. And we've been making a stand, basically calling out everybody in the culture, me, myself specifically, saying, hey, right now we standing on code and we stepping on anything that's not aligned with us. So Fat Joe finds himself in the crosshairs right now. I believe he has an album out on top of that, so this may be promo run. And I believe Math Hoffa is of some type of Caribbean descent, so he himself is I believe not a foundational black American because a lot of people was wondering like why he didn't check Fat Joe. Now Fat Joe has been under scrutiny for a long time because he likes to say the N-word. And a lot of people got a problem with that because he's Puerto Rican, but I believe he's also white as well. I think he's like a half and half.
So in that situation, it's like you can be Puerto Rican, but your phenotype, like what you present into the world, like if you just seen Fat Joe walking down the street, you hadn't heard him spoke, nothing, you would think he was a white man or of European descent, whether that's Spanish or just a regular European person. That's what he presents as. So that's the look of him.
And
just
I'm
to give that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real. Fat Joe really only got the pass because of Big Pun. If it wasn't for Big Pun, it would be no Fat Joe. The culture wouldn't have accepted him. We accepted him because of Big Pun. So let's get that out the way. But this is where we really have to draw a line, and we really got to wow for respect. Because when you go back to the essence, hip hop was created in the Bronx, New York. The Bronx, New York is in America. So no matter how you want to look at it, however you want to slice the pie, hip hop started in America. I don't give a damn who was around, who might have witnessed it, who was dancing while they was bebopping. The point is, Black Americans in the ghetto, in urban society, started hip hop. Point blank, period. You could have very well been of Caribbean descent and been there, but guess what? You were living as a foundational Black American.
Exactly.
You were influenced by the hood like everybody else in the world, which is why if you even go look overseas now, or you go look in Africa and go look over there, they still emulate what we do here. So if they created hip hop, where's the Jamaican Nas? Where's the Haitian Jay-Z? Where's the African Snoop Dogg? Like, it doesn't exist. All of the basically the movement and the motion and the trends and everything that is a part of hip hop starts here and it spreads worldwide. So we're not even finna debate who started hip hop. It's undeniable. Is people trying to take claim to the fame? We'll let Lord Jamar and them argue about that. And that's another thing. He came out and dissed Lord Jamar. He dissed Brand Nubian. Like, he started dissing legends in the game. And it's like, bro, you're too comfortable. And this is what happens when you allow guests in the culture to feel like they actually are the culture. No, bro, you're a guest. Without FBAs, the foundational Black Americans that he just went up there and dissed, he doesn't exist. You're Puerto Rican. The Puerto Ricans didn't push you to fame. If foundational Black Americans never ever played a Fat Joe song, never ever did a feature on a Fat Joe record, how big would Fat Joe be? Who would he be? If we just counted on strictly Puerto Ricans and white people supporting Fat Joe, there would be no Fat Joe. So Fat Joe need to come out and apologize, and he need to show some motherfucking respect, because no matter how long you've been in the game, you're still a fucking guest. How you feel about what he said, though?
I like what you said about, even though you may have been an immigrant, you were living the Black American experience. I think that's what we need to focus on mostly when we're speaking on who created hip hop, because you can sit up there and say, or you know, I'm from Jamaican descent, or I was an immigrant, but you were living a foundational Black American life. And when you look back from what the 70s all the way to now, y'all niggas wasn't really banging a Jamaican thing, or not banging, but claiming or being prideful about being Jamaican or being Caribbean or wherever you were from. You weren't really rocking that. You were taking the elements from Black American culture, and that's what you were presenting to the forefront. So now that we're 40, 50 years later and you have this revisionist history thing that's going on really heavily in our culture, now you got niggas coming out and saying, oh, it was Jamaicans, oh, it was Puerto Ricans, oh, it was, yeah, but 40, 50 years ago, you niggas just wanted to be Black. You wanted to be Black American, and that's what it is, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And we are all Black at the end of the day. I think at certain times you do need to differentiate, because it might answer questions of upbringing, ideology, etc. But when we're talking about the culture, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, whatever it is, they came over here and they implemented what they were experiencing and what they were around. So now that we come to this point in time, that's what it is. It is no Puerto Ricans, created it, or whoever created it. You could be around as well and not be a founder. Just because you were around doesn't mean you founded something. You get what I'm saying? You might have been the dude right next to the dude that signed the paper. That don't mean you did it. He did it. But you can definitely be an early member. I'm not saying y'all weren't early members to hip hop, but saying you founded it, knowing what it was founded off of, who it was founded, where it was, it doesn't have any credence to me.
Yeah, you were a witness. You were there witnessing the creation. You liked what you saw and you joined in. Oh shit, the B-boys. I want to break dance too. Oh shit, they beatboxing. I want to beatbox too.
Yeah.
Oh, they tagging. I want to tag too. So that's really what it was. And by doing that, and you were there during the first generation of the creation, you feel as if you created it. But like you said, just because you were there doesn't mean you were a creator. And even if you were active when it was created, also does not mean you were a creator. You were involved in something that was created. But bottom line, it was created here. Period.
What I'll say about Fat Joe, what he said in the beginning about the FBAs being a little crazy, that is a fact. But I think it's the wrong messaging because, again, you don't appear to be black. So you shouldn't have really even said that. However, I think he only said that because his problem is actually with Tariq Nasheed. So instead of calling out foundational black Americans, you should have called out Tariq Nasheed because what he's doing is exposing the revisionist history in hip hop culture. And you don't like that for whatever reason it is, because you feel attacked or you want to have that claim to hip hop's foundation. Cool, let that be what it is. But say that out loud. Don't go and then attack a whole race of people, you know what I mean, that believe in something just because there's one guy that really is exposing what we already all knew was the truth.
And what's crazy is we actually did a topic on this a while ago. I forget the exact episode about how they're creating the division with this FBA stuff against the black immigrant stuff. And still today it's kicking off. But like you said, if you had a problem with Tariq Nasheed, say his name. Because what it sounded like was you just dissed everybody. Because it's a lot of people that fall under that umbrella that's starting to cling to that because they want to cling to something. It's like, damn, I'm black. I can't say I'm proud to be American knowing all this history. That's how a lot of black people feel. So the FBA gave them something to feel proud of. That's almost in a sense of saying, I'm proud to be an American, but we're black. So, you know, we always were looked at as like America's stepchild. So that is like a flag for a lot of black people to feel American pride. So by you dissing that, you damn near just diss everything that made you who you are, which is crazy because niggas co-signing you brought you to where you are. Not Puerto Ricans co-signing you. I'm sure you had Terror Squad behind you and all that, but they don't have a big enough stake here in the game to push you to a Jay-Z, to push you to a Snoop Dogg, to push you to a Nas, to push you to a Lil Durk. No, bro. If the culture don't co-sign you, you have no motion, period, point blank. And to the extreme FBAs, a lot of y'all are goofies. And I think that's what he was trying to get at, but it was almost right message, wrong messenger. Like, bro, a lot of y'all with this trying to cause division shit, that's not the move, bro. That is divide and conquer. The sooner y'all see that, the sooner we can build and get to the top. Yeah. Because you fucking immigrants, y'all come over here, y'all eat up what they feed y'all. Because I know a lot of
it happens,
I know a lot of immigrants, and a lot of shit they tell me is they didn't have the experience with racist people like we did. When they see white people or they see people of other ethnicities come to their countries, they're usually over there giving out shit, you know what I'm saying, rebuilding shit, or over there buying up shit and giving them jobs. So a lot of them look at white as opportunity. That's what he told me. So when he comes here, he doesn't understand our gripe because they didn't have that experience. So when they come over here and they like, man, I came over here, I got a business, I got this, I got that. Why can't y'all do it? What y'all don't understand is everything you were able to get, we laid the foundation for.
And not only that, we know that America favors immigrants at certain times, depending on what it is, over their own people. We've seen it happen. So again, when you're able to come over here and say, I just started a business and I didn't experience any racism, et cetera, that's because you weren't brought up in the culture. You don't even have the same ideologies. And so that's where sometimes you do have to, I'm not saying differentiate, but you have to understand that these people come from over here and we come from over here. So what they think about over here is not going to be the same thing because they're on the outside looking in. So it's not just as easy as, well, why couldn't y'all just start a business and then become successful? I did it. Or why can't y'all just not have any fear of the police or institutions? Well, I don't have those fears. It's because you didn't come up this way. And I think that is a big part where sometimes we do have to differentiate. And then you look at people that come over here, and I know African people or of Caribbean descent who they didn't want their kids listening to rap music. They didn't want their kids wearing certain styles hairs.
Super fast.
They didn't want them wearing certain shit, talking a certain way. So at some point, we do have to differentiate because it's like sometimes y'all don't even fuck with it. So is it wrong for us to rock with us solely when there are people that come over from other places that, you know what I mean, take on the same ideologies and say the same shit that the racist white motherfuckers say? It's like, what do you expect? We got to have something for ourselves as well.
It's like, bro, y'all come to a building that was already built from the foundation up. And then y'all running up the stairs while we sitting at the bottom tired because we built this motherfucker. And y'all like, damn, man, what's taking y'all so long to get up? Nigga, we were building the building. That's your, like, bro, what part of that don't y'all understand? And y'all trying to rewrite history. We're not rewriting history, bro. This shit's etched in stone. So, and it was even to the point that you just pointed out was a great point because a lot of the founders who were actually there will tell you that, hey, a lot of these people that are claiming the fame now because it's cool and it's hip, when it wasn't, when it was looked at as a bad thing and it was vilified, a lot of them didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't want their kids down there hanging out with the B-boys and the tagging crews and the, man, turn that hippity hip shit off. That shit ain't even gonna be around in 10 years. That's what they used to say. And then NWA came, and then Snoop came, and then Jay came, Nas came, DMX came. Like, then it was a cool thing. And then, oh shit, they getting rich, they getting money. Now you want to be a part of it. But when it wasn't cool, it wasn't acceptable, a lot of y'all culture did not want to be a part of this. They did not want to partake a part of this.
You see it all the time. You see it all the time. And that's why I'm like, it's crazy that now that we're seeing the light shined on what or who really created it, you're starting to see the differences. I just think that before people complain or try to have any say in what hip hop or how it was created, you need to just go do the history. From what we're saying, it comes from America. It comes from Black Americans. It comes from the struggle. We could sit up here and have conversations about ownership and all that. That's a whole nother conversation besides who planted the seed for this shit to initially grow. And it's Black Americans. It's really nothing else to say about it. Again, Fat Joe, which he came around, what, in the 90s? So that's already 20 years in hip hop. So how could you be a founder of something that's already 20 years off the ground at that point in time? There was already a whole bunch of acts. So I don't really understand what the point was. And Math Hoff and them niggas up there, I could tell that they was kind of like, whoa, bro doing a little too much. But this is a point we was talking about off camera where you give a nigga so many passes or he's just seen as you so much that then he finally says something that might not align with our views. You can't even check, bro, because it looks like, well, you done let dude get off this for the last 20 years.
Exactly. And this is why I said you got to check the guests at the door and remind them you are a guest. We gave Fat Joe so many passes because we looked at him like he's one of us. He grew up in the projects. He accepts our culture, and that's what we do as Black people. If you dance like us, you like our songs,
good
hey, you good to go. So that's how people looked at him. Even when he started saying the N-word, and people were like, he's saying that a little weird. Oh, y'all grew up in the projects though. So we all had a friend of a different ethnicity from a different culture who was saying the N-word with us, but we accepted it. So it was one of those things that it just went on so long, it's damn near too late to try to check them now, like you just said. But this is why you check that shit at the door. Because not only Fat Joe, you had Busta Rhymes jumping out the window. You had a whole lot of these Caribbeans and these people from different backgrounds that's not foundationally Black who are a part of hip-hop and who made a name in hip-hop. Now that they made their name, starting to low-key disrespect who started it and where it came from. And it's like, see, this is why you damn near can't even allow guests, because they get the feeling like this is their house now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying. It's like, nah, y'all didn't create it, or actually, no, we did. And it's like, I don't know. I just think Fat Joe got to chill out. And I think that they should have provided some pushback to bro on that interview or on that episode. They
But Math is not a foundational Black, because even if you watch his battle rap, a lot of his earlier battles, he used to do the Jamaican accent.
Okay, see, I didn't know that about
Yeah, like I'm heavy in battle rap. Like he used to do the Jamaican accent in the middle of his battles, especially when he like try to rap like he'll rap like Biggie and then switch it to the Jamaican thing. Like that was a big part of his arsenal. So the fact that he didn't give pushback, I'm not surprised. And a lot of people saying, bro, low-key going Hollywood, you know, he's getting that big Hollywood money. You seen him on red carpets. You seen him with Vlad. You seen him with certain people where you can't say certain things or you get canceled. So a lot of his content, he's not giving pushback on a lot of shit. And a lot of the people that he used to have on his cast who would say something, not around. And that's a pattern too. You notice, like, damn, bro, why can't you and none of your cast members stay together for long?
Yeah, that's a red flag.
That's a super red flag. But this is the problem with us crowning certain people in the culture. because you got to do your background on these people. We champion these people, we put them in positions, and then when it's time to perform, shit like this happens. Because we know damn well if Fat Joe would have been sitting in this seat, it ain't no way he would have been getting that off without no pushback. Fuck all that, bro. You gonna show some respect. We gonna respect you, but at the same time, you're not about to spit on the culture that created you. Because like I said, let's just all take a step back. He got an album out. Don't stream it. Don't buy it. Don't do nothing. Let's see how much numbers he puts up in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Let's see how much numbers he put up in Italy or Germany or wherever the other side of his family is from. Let's remove the broke-ass foundational blacks, like he just said, and let's see what type of numbers he put up. I guarantee you it ain't going to be the same. I guarantee you that label tap him on the shoulder like, hey, go make that shit right.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think he was way out of his mind with that. And again, it just comes from comfortability. From our culture giving him that. He felt like he was right at home. Nigga was talking like he was right at home. And that's what happened. And now people took it and it's everywhere. So he got to deal with that. He might not, because I feel like he's been dealing with a certain type of pushback for years now because of the way he is. I even kind of looked at the thing like today, for instance. You had rappers like Nav, who was, you might not know him, but he was saying the N-word heavy before people said that we thought he was black. Then he came out, he was whatever he was. He's like, all right, I ain't gonna say it no more. Even that to me is kind of like Fat Joe standing on the fact that I'm gonna say this because of whatever thing should have been a red flag as well. Like, if you're within the culture and you understand the negative connotation to it, etc., then it's nothing to really just be like, all right, I'm not gonna say it. So even to me, doubling down on that and standing on it so tough, to me is a red flag as well that should have been looked at from a while ago.
That in itself, this is how crazy it is. Saying the N-word in itself is a foundational Black American thing. They don't do that in Africa.
Yeah, no.
They don't do that in Jamaica. They don't do that in Nigeria. They weren't running around calling themselves niggas. That was exclusively to Black Americans, and we spend it in a way to try to take some of the sting off of the ER. Okay, we're going to put the A on it. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. We're going to try to make a positive out of a negative, and we made it a cool thing. Whether you want to agree with it or not, it is what it is. Everybody in the world wants to be a part of that. This is why I keep telling y'all episode after episode after episode, the culture runs shit. The culture says what's cool. We popularized a word that was so negative, it was almost like hearing death. And we made it to where it was so cool that people who aren't even Black want to say it. And is now effectively saying it more than blacks, because as you get older, you find yourself not saying it as much as you used to. You actually start to hear it, and it kind of makes you cringe almost as you get older. So the fact that other races now have adopted that and they're saying it more than we do, Fat Joe being one of them, is crazy to turn around and diss something you emulate. Because if you're so proud to be Puerto Rican and whatever else you are, why are you not emulating that culture? No, exactly. When you dress like us, you talk like us, you walk like us, you do our music. This is the key thing with every culture that comes in to be a guest. You love our rhythm, but you hate our blues. Y'all love our culture, but then y'all secretly hate us. Nah, nigga, if you hate us all the way. Like Messiah always say, hate us all the way. Don't dress like us, don't walk like us, don't talk like us, don't say what we say. Anything that we create, don't take a part in it. Hate everything, hate the culture all the way, and go partake in your culture. Because I know for a fact, if I go to Puerto Rico, they got Puerto Rican artists that make Puerto Rican music. Yeah. But you're not doing that. I don't even see you shouting them out.
It's
These niggas be crazy, and to you superstars and you gatekeepers, the spotlight is on y'all too, because y'all giving too many motherfucking passes. Y'all really got the voices and the power to be shutting a lot of this bullshit down, and a lot of y'all is scared because y'all don't want to fuck up so-called relationships. Nah, the relationship is fucked up when you jump out there and disrespect the culture, nigga, because you disrespected me.
And I think this is perfect timing for people to show their true colors, right? Because all of these years, niggas have been undercover. However they feel is however they feel. But now that Black Americans are trying to say, hey, this is ours, niggas got a problem. When when the label execs and whoever was hitting us over the head, fucking us over, taking our money, giving us bad deals, taking life insurance policies out on us, whatever the case is, causing division, nobody had nothing to say. But as soon as a Black American wants to say, hey, this thing is ours over here, now everybody want to come out and show their true colors. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
That's a super fact, because secretly people don't want to see Blacks in power, even the ones that are cool and supposed to be allied. The second we say, hey, this is exclusively us, they always find their way in.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, no matter what it is. And I pointed this out the last episode. I was like, damn, we could be at an all-Black barbecue just celebrating how great it is to be Black. And here come all the, hey, guess what? Yeah, we wear that too, or we like that too, or that ain't just y'all. Like, y'all not, like, goddamn, we can't have nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all got a whole lot of shit that's just y'all. And we don't even care to be a part of it. It's like, all right, cool, that's y'all shit. This our shit though. Why? Because we are the wave. We are the motion. Little ghetto kids in the ghetto are influencing millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
To where they risking their life just to come hang out.
The only problem is, like, if I know I could steal something, you know what I mean? That easy, it loses its value. So the fact that we have our gates down and we are so easy to access, anybody come over here and be like, well, no, I did that. I could take a piece of that, because who gonna really stop me? Who's gonna check the records? Who's gonna do the work to say if I belong here or not? Nobody. There's no tradition to be upheld. There's no morals. There's no standards. There's necessarily no code. There's some of us that trying to stay on code, but a lot of us have given it up or just let anybody in because of fame and notoriety. So when you see these other races kind of, you know, feeling like they got a part of it or they got to have a piece of everything we do, we got to be mad at them. We also got to be mad at ourselves because we've given them a piece of every transaction and interaction that we've had in the culture since the beginning of hip hop, to a certain degree, where it's like, that's why they feel the way they feel.
Like, if you look at Fat Joe's career, not to just be rambling on and on about Fat Joe, this last point I'm going to make. Look at his biggest hits. All of his biggest hits feature foundational Black Americans. There ain't too many songs. I can't even think of one that's just Fat Joe on the record that people want to hear. Look how mad people was at them having Fat Joe perform at the fucking the major
World Series.
The World Series. People like, Fat Joe, what the fuck? Even Puerto Ricans was like, nigga, what the fuck? Go, we need the Ghost of Pun out here, nigga. Go get the holographic Big Pun and let him perform.
Yeah,
what the fuck is
Fat Joe is crazy, yeah.
This nigga that took one too many Ozempics, got a little skinny, and now this nigga jumping out his body, nigga. No, nigga, as cool as Fat Joe was, nigga, that shit not cool, nigga.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. And we staying on code with the culture. I keep telling y'all, it's culture over everything. Period. Either you gonna get in line, you gonna align, or nigga, we putting you out the door. Ejectocito. Period. And while I'm speaking on staying on code, part of staying on code is holding the culture accountable. So we gotta have this conversation. A part of accountability is having uncomfortable conversations. Now, we all got our issues with Hollywood and how Black people are depicted, specifically Black men, and the feminization of Black men. And, you know, we always say they don't want to show us in a positive light. They don't want to show the good side of the culture. Well, we have some Black producers. One of the biggest in the world, has a compound. I mean, acres and acres and acres. He got endless money where he can fund and put out whatever image of us that he wants. But for some reason, this one particular person keeps putting out the same rinse, cycle, and repeat negative, drama-filled, toxic image of Black culture, Black men and Black women. And I'm talking about Tyler Perry. Yeah, we call out names over here. Is it time to hold Tyler Perry accountable for the way he depicts the culture? The Black man is always abusive. He's always cheating. Mm-hmm. He's always conniving. He's always evil. The Black woman is always either super ratchet or she's the victim. It's always something. It's never just like a positive image, a nice, wholesome Black Cosby family. The man goes to work. The wife plays her wifely duties. The kids are upstanding, getting good grades. Like, it's always some bullshit. Mm-hmm. And we can attest to, you know, people like bullshit, it's entertaining or whatever the case, but there has to be a balance. For every bullshit movie, Where's the positive one? It's like the bullshit just hit overload.
What I'll say is he has had shows like House of Pain, Meet the Browns that showcase the black family in a good way, but the majority of his content is drama. I just watched a show called Beauty in Black where it was a scene where dude pull up in the back of the strip club and it's people on the tops of the cars getting head and doing all type of shit. Like, this is just what goes on in the back of a strip club. The shit is crazy. So Tyler Perry do be taking a lot of the negative imagery and stereotypes and shit and putting it into his films. And it's partly because we like that shit. I mean, let's keep it 100. A lot of niggas want to watch that shit. If he tried to make a movie about an inventor or something crazy, a lot of people might not tap into it because it might be too boring. So subconsciously, a lot of us want the hate. We want the drama. We feed off that negativity. But then on the other end of it, it's like you're at a point where you are the tastemaker. You have the ability to see the future or set the future for what it's going to be. So you having that power, you can put us in a better light if you choose to. And we can say like, well, we'll have to go with it because you Tyler Perry. So you making what's popular. So if you come out here and you put out all these movies showcasing the black family in a good way, we'll follow suit. But until you do that, people are going to want what they want because that's what you've given them. So it's accountability on both sides. But I think we do have to call him out because he's been making a career off this for the last, 20 years?
Man, since I was a kid, I mean, let's think about how he made his break into the game. He
was the plays first.
A big, gigantic black man acting like a wild grandma dressed up in a dress. Some people call it the feminization of the black man. I didn't really see it that way at first, but then 20 years down the line, you the biggest producer in the world, you got this huge ass compound, and we're still doing this, and it's not much has changed. It's one of those, I guess, if it's not broke, don't fix it, but it's broke because this is our image. This is how we're presenting ourselves to the people. Like I just made a depiction of Yellowstone about how they showcase masculinity and femininity. Now, whether you want to say they was criminals or whatever the case, that wasn't the point I was making. The point I was making is they were able to display effectively masculinity in men and femininity in women. We don't have too many shows like that. Shout out to Cross.
Great show.
I think that's the name of the show. I only seen one episode.
Great show.
So I can't give a whole dialogue of everything. But from the first episode, that was the first time I seen a strong masculine man in a black man in a while on a TV screen. So shout out to whoever produced that. But Tyler Perry, man, you on the clock, bro. You on the clock. You got the most notoriety, the most pull, the most power, the most resources to put us in a place where black culture's begging to be put. A lot of us want to be involved in it, but we don't have the resources. We don't have the money. It's very easy to say, oh, go create it yourself. Bro, if you don't have millions and millions of dollars in production dollars and advertising money, you're not going to get the type of looks that the culture needs on a main stage.
Another thing he does that I don't like, and this is why as I got older, I really started to not like Madea, was because not only is it feminizing a black man, but it's making the black woman appear more masculine at the same time. And I don't think people really understand that. Not every black woman is a gun-toting big lady that's just finna slap you any chance she get. Like, that's not necessarily the view that I had grown up from a granny or an auntie necessarily. So even to depict that over and over and over again is a stereotype in itself that I don't think people really see or took it as, but that's what he does, and that's why I started to not like that. He even has the whole colorist thing. He put light skins against dark skins all the time. It's like he has all of these negative imagery within his shows, and he continues to profit off of it. And he don't really care, I think, at this point, because the money's coming in, and he doesn't realize, or I don't think he takes accountability for what it is because he's so far up, he's not really seeing the effect of it.
And this is why we, as a culture, have to hold him accountable. What we like to say in the streets is nobody's bigger than the program. So right now, effectively, a lot of the elites feel like they're bigger than the program. But without us going to see the movies, because I'm putting some of this blame on the viewers. We can complain until we blue in the face, but if you're going and still putting dollars behind what you say you don't like, well, then now it's your fault.
How many times you want to go and watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman 50 different ways? It's the same movie.
Think of that title. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That is the number one stereotype of black women. Y'all mean, y'all aggressive, y'all loud, y'all are angry. So to keep putting millions of dollars behind these box office movies depicting our stereotypes and turning that shit up to the max times 1,000, because that's all it is. We take the stereotypes of black culture, and then you just make that the basis of the movie, and we all can relate in some sense.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Diary of a Mad Black Woman, she's mad because of a black man. So I also want to point out the importance of that and the imagery again he tries to display to us. I don't even care about the other people viewing us a certain way. But it actually, us viewing it over and over again is internalizing in us what we are. And that's where it becomes more negative to me. I could give a fuck what Whitey think or whoever think, but you have kids and adults or whatever actually believing that this is what our culture is because this is what they're seeing instead of looking around at a more realistic view.
And this is why the viewer needs to be held accountable as well. Because if they putting these movies out and these movies are flopping, they're going to try something else. So if I can understand if they was making these movies that the culture say they want and then they were flopping. Like, look, bro, we tried to show y'all in a certain light. Y'all not even supporting it. Y'all not watching it. This is on y'all. This is what y'all want to see, so this we're going to keep giving y'all. Then we don't have a leg to stand on. But when you're not even seemingly attempting to do that, or it's 20 movies of bullshit, and then every one you throw alley-oop. It's like, okay, the scale is like this, bro. We need to go ahead and even that shit out.
And he got the machine behind him at this point where even if we boycott it to a certain degree, he's putting it in our faces. Like, I don't think that people are going to see Medea just in droves constantly at this point because it's been the same movie over and over and over again. I feel like it's also just his machine that just, again, he don't give a fuck. He gonna keep putting it in our face, even if we don't want it or not, because he gonna make the bread off of it.
Even the fucked up wigs is like a play on our imagery in a sense, because black women are known for what? Weaves. So every movie y'all got these fucked up wigs and weaves on. Like even small little details like that. Like why can't none of y'all have fresh cuts? Nigga, we be getting fresh cuts, fresh hairline. We don't walk around looking like that, bro. Yeah. Or why can't none of the women have their real hair done up or their real hair out naturally? Why it always got to be some super extreme, wild ass, fucked up ass wig? And why we talking about directors and producers? What about Lee Daniels? A lot of people got a problem with his movies as well.
I know that he's worked with Monique too a few times. I believe. I think everybody, black movie makers, black producers, all need to have accountability because, again, how long, and it's, you know, what's crazy about it is Tyler Perry, for instance, Lee Daniels, they wife and kids, whatever, they live in a prominent lifestyle. Like, they're not living the life that they're making movies about. Niggas is going to
Hold on, because Lee Daniels is homosexual, and a lot of his movies is a lot of homosexual shit going on. So that's why people were saying, hey, Lee Daniels' feet need to be held to the flame, because we understand you gay, bro, but goddamn, does every movie we got to be gay? Like, you could be gay and still make straight movie. It could still be a straight nuclear family, because there is an agenda to feminize men, period. Not just black men, but men. But we're black culture, so we're going to specifically key in on black culture right now.
I agree with that, though.
Every successful black man you see has been in what?
A dress, more than likely.
A fucking dress. Yeah. All of them. Like, I can't find one who hasn't. A dress, a wig, makeup. I mean, from LeBron all the way down to even Dave Chappelle. I thought he didn't, and they got footage of him actually in one. So it seems like this has to be an agenda, because I don't believe in coincidences. Why the fuck they all got these dresses on? You got Shaquille O'Neal in a damn dress, then you got him bending over Kevin Hart over a car, humping him. Like, it's always some gay shit, and then boom, they in a new movie. Boom, they got a new deal. So, I mean, allegedly, it looks like all of these conspiracy theories have some type of truth to it, because this can't be a coincidence.
Nah, yeah, I mean, we know the demasculization has been going on for a long time when it comes to men in Hollywood. The buck breaking, you know, all of it is really, it's kind of difficult to explain for me, because I feel like we've, again, allowed it. The men in Hollywood have allowed it to the point where it's like, how do we get people to infiltrate and stop it from going on if everybody just rides the same train, for lack of better words, when they get into Hollywood? We don't have any black people within Hollywood standing up and saying, hey, I'm not going to do that. Even we got Denzel just came out. We thought this nigga couldn't do no wrong. Now he kissing niggas and doing all other type of shit.
And then getting baptized.
It's like, so we don't really have anybody that's going to stand up firm and be like, I'm not rocking with that. It's crazy.
And to black people, we have to hold each other accountable. We can't blame these others or these invisible forces when we're taking the roles.
Yeah.
We're reading the scripts and we're still taking the roles. Not only are we taking the roles, we're loading up the kids, driving to the movie theater and buying the tickets and supporting the very thing that we say we're tired of and we don't want reflecting our culture. So until that stops, it's not going to stop because eventually they're going to have to make a change. If Denzel's getting these roles, he's like, man, I'm not doing that shit. The fuck you talking about? I ain't kissing no man. I'm a fucking married man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck are you talking about? I'm not putting on no dress. You out your damn mind? If everybody's doing that as a collective, how long you think they're going to keep throwing these scripts and these dresses in your face before they say, hey, man, we losing a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
They don't want to wear dresses. Let's leave that shit alone. They don't want to kiss men. Let's leave that shit alone. Or let's find men who actually kiss men in real life and let them do it. It's so many homosexuals out here. I mean,
yeah. Why are you making the straight man?
Why are you making the straight man play gay? It's gay men who will happily be gay because they're really gay. So that's another thing that makes it look like an agenda. It's like you want to buck break straight guys.
And the thing that they try to pass it off is the history of Hollywood and Broadway plays. And if you go back to the Roman days and Greece, they used to make these plays where dudes used to dress up as women. And so they try to disguise it under the guise of art. You get
Romans
what I'm
were
saying?
gay as hell.
Yeah, but they try to put it under, hey, this is art. This is what we do in movies, so you're not gay because you're just acting. But there is some sort of, I feel like, display of control that they want to get across when doing that. You look at, what's his name in The Wire who did it. It's like, that was crazy. You have all these different scenes where it's like, you wouldn't even expect that to be a part of the show, but now for some reason, it's a part of the show. It's a requirement damn near.
Hey, Zeus, y'all on the clock too, cuz. I gotta holler at the producer of Zeus. This is the worst depiction of black culture I've probably ever seen in Zeus. The shit that they do, diabolical to say the least.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't even believe they get people to get on a camera and act that way.
Anybody watching that shit too is a goofy, an idiot. You're literally brain dead, man, because sitting there watching girls fight on camera for 45 minutes is crazy. Not even cute bitches at that. Ugly, botched bitches that's out there that you know in real life don't really got it going on. They making a bad scene for us. I hate that shit, to be honest. And girls who think that shit is just fun and cool, that shit is trash, man.
How many different ways can you put baddies in the title? I done heard baddies of everything. Like, bro, y'all are not baddies. This ain't bad. What was the word of the year? Brain rot.
Brain rot.
Zeus is literally brain rot. If you watch Zeus and that bullshit that they put on the screen, you suffer from brain rot. Because how you find a bunch of drunk bitches yelling and arguing about some dumb shit and just fighting all day, entertaining, you
Zeus
have to have brain rot. There's no way you can be an intellect and enjoy that.
Zeus is a circus whorehouse. They got girls going up there to go to gladiator school, and then after they getting fucked by the security guards and by the producers up there and whoever else they bringing up to them houses. That's literally what's going on. And the fact that you women are up there doing that for a baddie's chain or whatever the fuck y'all doing, it's sad, and it shows the lack of love we have for ourselves as a culture to put ourselves out there for that, and then also to watch that. Like, y'all want to be famous for that. Just think about that. Y'all have sons, daughters, people who look up to you, and this is the shit you're doing, titties and ass out while you getting your ass dragged around on the floor in Miami, like, and this is something that you come home and you think you're proud of because you made a little chip.
And they're not even making chip.
Barely.
That's the bad part. They're not even doing it for the money. They're doing it for the clout and the notoriety. And this is the thing we got to address as a culture. Fame is not everything. What the fuck is the point of being famous if you're broke? And what's the point of being famous if you're famous for the wrong reasons? If you're famous off a baddie show, really think about that. Really digest that. Who in the world is going to take you serious in real life? What self-respecting man is going to take you serious in real life?
It's crazy.
How can your kids even brag about you being their mother and you're famous for being drunk, down in tequila, sucking random dick and fighting random bitches? Like, that's nothing to really brag about. As a culture, we have to really key in on what's acceptable and what's not. I mean, it's your life and you can live it the way you want and make the decisions you want, but we have to really analyze and really draw a line on who we allow to represent us. That's one thing that I agree with Ruckus on, is who we allow to represent us, who we champion. Because a lot of these baddies, the bitches are championing them.
Yeah.
The women are championing them. The
They rock with it.
women are driving the viewership up.
Because again, a lot of women want to do that. That's what they actually want to do. They be feeling, it's crazy. Girls be at home with a cool boyfriend who work a cool 9 to 5 in a cozy apartment, and they be feeling trapped because they can't go to Miami whenever they want, fuck random ball players, and fight and do drugs. Like, it's the grass is not greener on the other side. And them women on that show, when they get off and they get that flight home or that Greyhound home, they don't got nobody to go to. And it's because it's the result of their actions that have ultimately led them to that show. They're not picking in people for no reason. You get what I'm saying? They're perfect for the fit because their life is fucked up and they are bad imagery for us as black people. And they know that.
Nah, no cap. And this is one story we haven't really covered. I was trying to wait for our female guest. We were supposed to have a female guest today, but she was stuck somewhere in traffic. So we can get into it without her. Remy Ma and Papoose.
Mm-hmm.
This was one nobody seen coming. They were the epitome of black love. But like I said, and like I always been saying since day one, when you're the perfect guy, when you're a nice guy, when you're too perfect, women despise that. Women love drama. Women love chaos. Women love excitement. Papoose. How can I put this? Let me backtrack. Remy Ma goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots her best friend over however much money, whatever. She goes to jail.
He stayed down from what we know.
He stayed down. Not only did he stay down, he was visiting her every single
Weekend, huh?
weekend. Like literally every visiting day that she had, he was coming, driving hours. He came so much, she told him to stop coming.
It might have been every day.
I think it started at every day. But he was visiting so much, she told him, like, look, bro, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm safe. I'm all right. Stop coming down here. That was red flag number one. She's in prison. She don't want to visit from you.
Yeah.
Something in here should have went off.
Ain't that crazy though? Like that to me, right? What you already said showcases that when a man is in love, his love, he loves stronger than a woman. Because how many niggas done went to jail and never seen that girl again? Or she done got flipped by the whatever homies you thought was your homie, etc. This nigga was there every single day. That's crazy, bro.
I went to jail. I seen the girl I was fucking with twice. The whole time. Twice. And the homie had to force her to come down there.
Yeah,
so that's red flag number one. So she gets out, bam. They pick up right where they left off. Pap is more successful now. VH1 offers them a show. They do the black love thing. So they're the positive image of black love. And everybody, I'm talking about every female on the planet, I need a Papoose. I need a relationship like Remy and Pap. Whole time, Remy winds up cheating on Pap with a battle rapper. She starts this battle league, and one of the battles who battled in the league, Easy the Block Captain, she has an affair with bro. Bro is like a knockoff Papoose. Mm-hmm. He looks like Papoose if you ordered him off of Shein or something like that. Or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So almost a replica of Pap. She cheats with him. Papoose comes to one of the events, knocks Easy out. He makes a long post and says, I didn't knock you out for sleeping with my woman. I knocked you out for shaking my hand and then sleeping with my woman.
I respect that 100%.
So you play like we cool in my face whole time you snaking me. So, hey, that's about as gangsta as it can get.
You can't say nothing about that, yeah.
Papoose then goes out, gets a younger woman, goes out, and is allegedly having I ain't even gonna call it an affair. He starts fucking with Clarissa Shields. Remy crashes out all over the internet. Dissing Clarissa Shields, exposing her DMs, this, that, and the third. Clarissa Shields comes out, challenges Remy to a fight. Says, I'll fight her for $1. Just get her in the ring. How you feel about this?
Papoose, hey, you know how to pick him, man. This nigga picked a boxer and a shooter. This nigga's crazy. I'm like, You got a war on your hands, nigga. I don't know how you gonna make it out.
He like them rough.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
He like them bitches that are bed-stuy with the cut on their face.
Right,
nigga.
he that's what he wanted, exactly. I'm like, okay.
Bitch got razor blades under her tongue, nigga.
I think it's crazy because I think if the roles were reversed, we'd be killing Pap. Nigga, like women, everybody would be killing Pap. No, he would be the most hated dude right now. You destroyed the image of black love, yada yada, all this shit. Rem do it, everybody quiet, low key. It ain't enough people actually getting on her for being dirty like that. Not only that, we don't know what Pap did or didn't do, right? But he's kept it low key enough for the entirety of the relationship for us to never really know shit. You out here taking Christmas pictures with the nigga and doing all kind of shit. Like, this is the difference. This is the difference in men and women. Like, you want to make a scene and you want to be outside and be known with it. That shit is wrong, bro. Especially after bro came and held you down all that time when he probably could have went out there and fucked whoever he wanted to do or made it known or whatever happened.
Even if he did, he wouldn't have been wrong in that.
Yeah.
He's still a man. He still got manly needs. So even if he did, it's money on your books. He's visiting you every fucking chance he gets.
What you know don't hurt you.
And he got your kids. Some of them kids is not his.
Yeah.
That he's taking care of and holding down for that whole 8 years that she did. And how did she thank him for that loyalty? She came out and fucked a battle rapper.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If this don't show you nice guys finish last, I don't know what will. Like, this is beyond words, and I'm holding the sisterhood accountable because, like you said, where's the outrage?
Yeah.
If the roles had been reversed, his career would have been over. He would have been America's #1 hated man in the black community.
It would have been over for him. But, you know, our women don't like to take accountability for this shit. A lot of people are searching for a reason as to why she did what she did. It ain't no reason. Like you said, nigga put money on her books, was there every day, took care of the kids. You had no excuse to do that. And we know that women, it's crazy because we kind of know why women cheat. It's sometimes it has to do with emotions. And I just find it very crazy that bro did all of that and your emotions were still like, nah, this isn't enough, or I'm falling out of love with bro, or I'm not, like, whatever it was that made you do what you did. It's crazy that was your thought process after him doing all of that shit for years for you.
It was no excitement to her. This is why the perfect guy who has the 9-to-5 and the set schedule gets cheated on with the gardener or gets cheated on with the nigga sleeping on the air mat playing Madden all fucking day.
Yeah.
Because that nigga brings excitement when he come around. You know what I'm saying? You got this set schedule. Everything is the same. She know you go to work, you get off work, you go to the gym, you come home, you play with the kids, and you might got a little time with her. That shit get boring after a while. Yeah. They want some excitement. That's why they watching the baddies. Oh shit, that looked like fun. Even though
that's what they want to live, yeah.
That's what they want to live, even though that's a terrible life and they crying that night and they gonna regret it when they older. At the moment, it looks fun because it's different. Mm-hmm. It's spontaneous. It's action-packed. Women are like, think of like hot and cold. That's how their emotions are. 1 minute is hot, next minute is cold. Mm-hmm. If you as a man don't know how to play on that, when it's hot, you know how to react. When they're cold, you know how to react. You're going to fail every single time. Yeah. That's where Pap failed at because he was being too motherfucking perfect. She probably wasn't even in there hearing no rumors of him fucking no bitches. Yeah. What I'm telling you, what she was thinking was, why do you have all this time to come visit me?
Yeah.
You ain't out there fucking no bitches.
Like, nigga,
you ain't
lame, low key.
Yeah, you lame cornball ass nigga. You keep coming down here seeing me. Stop coming. She literally said she told him stop
she
coming.
Said she needed space in jail. Like, you need, how you need space in jail? That's crazy.
Oh my God. She said she needed space in jail, nigga. This is why I keep telling y'all every now and then, you gotta go fuck a bitch. You gotta go get some head. She gotta see a text pop up on the screen. Hey, daddy. Cause that's excitement for them. She
knows. And you know what's crazy is your point is proven because as soon as he got somebody else, it was like, oh, he somebody want him? Okay, now I'm back on it. Now I'm alert.
I want the family back now.
Yeah, now you want to do all that. But when he was just being what y'all say y'all would want, a nigga that comes through for you from whatever it is, you wasn't fucking with it. That's crazy.
Bro, she's literally crashing out. Not only is the woman younger,
yeah.
Some people saying she looked better. She's
Might be more successful.
More successful. So now you want him. And I keep telling guys, women want the guy that all women want. So if you're the guy that no women essentially want, when y'all walk in a room, if no women is breaking their neck to look at you,
Yeah.
If no waiter is smiling a little too much, kiki and ha-ha a little too much when
It's
they
a
bring
fact.
your food, and when the waitress leave, your
You're not
fucking
that
girl
guy.
like, hey, do you know her?
Girls can
Why
pick
she
up,
smiling like that?
Girls can pick up on you being that guy or not being that guy. And I'm not saying Pap isn't that guy when it comes to his career and things of that nature. But again, when you do have too much of one side of things and you got to make yourself seem like you say, like you could be taken, not necessarily be taken, but you could have the pick of the litter if you wanted to. Even if I'm choosing to be faithful to you. I don't need you, I want you. Type shit.
Pap wasn't looked at like a sex symbol to women.
Yeah.
Until him and Rem's relationship blew up off the show. So he was more so popularized as, oh, he's the perfect guy. But that is not attractive to women. It's attractive in fantasy world.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want a Papoose. Really, you gonna get a Papoose and say he's fucking boring?
Yeah. Or after they done doing everything they done did, now they want a Pap. Yeah, after that.
Like I said, fellas, don't listen to what women say. Pay attention to what they do. Women that say they want the good guy, they want how gooder can it get than what Pap displayed? I got your fucking bastard kids at my house.
Yeah.
I'm driving miles and miles, hours and hours to see you in jail. I put my own career on the back seat
Yeah.
to put you back in position when you get out. Because he could have said, fuck her, fuck your kids. I'm focusing on my career because I'm still an aspiring rapper.
Even that part, like, and then to take it to the next level, bro is not just a regular person. Like that, all of that right there in itself, a lot of niggas would have been like, or whatever, it is what it is. But he really stayed down.
Man, you think niggas would have been driving to that prison?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe
Niggas would have had a new bitch at the crib every fucking day. Nigga, my bitch in jail.
Maybe
nigga.
the first week.
All I gotta do is answer the phone call.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm getting done. Why she calling? Yeah, what's up, babe? I'm bored. Like, come on, cuz. Like, Pat, cuz.
And he might have been, you never know. But again, he was respectful enough to not ever get caught up. And that's where I think the difference is in her and him. Like, she really wanted to, I don't know, did she want to destroy bro's feelings, emotions? I don't know. I don't understand.
This is how women operate. They want you to get caught. If you're too smooth, bro, it's as sick as this gonna sound. Because they're gonna be in the comments, nah, this nigga crazy. Women want you to get caught. They want to go through your car, be looking for something, and find a little edge of that Magnum wrapper and be able to come to you. What the fuck is that? So
It's
y'all
sick.
can have some great makeup sex. She can be mad for a couple days. Go talk to her homegirls how you ain't shit, and then be right back sucking your dick.
It's sick, but proximity is the killer of respect. Like, if you're always available, if you're always doing everything I tell you, if you're always going the extra mile, and then I don't see that. On top of that, I don't see that people see you in a certain light. That's gonna make a woman probably feel less because of that. So I 100% agree.
And Rem, you lost all respect. Remy Ma effectively lost all respect that she had. Everybody championed her like, damn, Rem is a good woman. No, Rem ain't shit. Like most of these bitches ain't. And she playing with the wrong one. You might have been fighting in the projects. This woman fights professionally. Not only does she fight professionally, she fights men who fight professionally. She spars with men who fight for a living. This ain't the type of smoke you want.
She challenged her to a fade for $1. I'm like, damn.
Bro, she like, give me $1 and we get in the ring. Now, Rem is a shooter.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I ain't gonna say allegedly because she caught the case and did the time for it. So that's pretty much the only action that she got.
Yeah.
If it come to the hands, lights out.
Yeah.
Rem need to go ahead and leave that alone. You got the nigga see, this is what happens. They don't even really want the nigga they be cheating with because now reality is setting in that Easy is who she's stuck with.
And he not better than old boy.
He's not So the reality, matter of fact, I think she started fucking with another battle rapper on top of Easy.
Crazy.
I forget dude's name, but the reality set in like, damn, this nigga was taking care of my kids. This nigga was well respected in the rap game. He got more money than dude. Like, my life was really set. They don't realize that until they lose it.
Yeah.
This is why she's crashing out. Because now she with Easy and Easy waiting on another battle.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, she was paying the nigga because he was battling for her league.
And you probably gotta, at your age, you gotta be in that honeymoon, come every day, dressed up, come every time. Like, you can't really relax and even be yourself. She probably missing that too. Like, Pap was accepting you for your good and your bad.
Because
now
you seen her without the makeup.
Yeah, now I gotta get back into that dating bag. Like, you low key too old for that shit.
And she's cooked.
Yeah.
Rem is cooked. I seen her in person. As good as she looked, ass, all that. When I seen her without that makeup.
Because I used to love her on State of the Culture.
Oh my God, nigga. She's rough, nigga. So for Pap to love, and that's who he was going to go visit. The rough Rem. Not the Rem with the jewels and the designer. No.
Yeah.
And with the greens on, nigga, looking like a straight nigga.
So he was like, man, I really love you.
She got, like, anybody that she fucks with, she's going to be the dominant one in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be the most successful one in the relationship. So that's a reality she got to face now.
Yeah.
That's why she's crashing out. Because anybody she fuck with, she going to be looking down on. They looking at her as a come up. That's
hard for women to do, for sure. That's like, you going to forever be unhappy because you can't accept being the bigger person in the relationship or having a bigger role. They can't do that. Them bitches start to malfunction when that happens.
Bro, she's going to be the financially dominant one, the career-wise, the most, like, it's over for her. Nobody that's over her is going to take her. Her whole reputation is out there now.
Yeah.
Who the fuck in their right mind is going to take that? Easy,
I wouldn't, yeah.
Easy probably don't even want that. Like,
at this point.
You cheated with that nigga? I'm not keeping you. The fuck you? Because that's how we think, unfortunately.
And he gonna get it for the next couple years in battles. Like, they gonna be on him tough.
That's never leaving him. That knockout, every round, he's going to hear that, bro. And the fact that he lied about it made it even worse. It made him look like a cornball. Everybody take an L. If the nigga knocked you out, hey, you could have just been like, look, I didn't see it coming.
He
Whatever.
said he snuffed him, and then he wanted his one up. I'm like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Ain't no one up.
Yeah, knock it out. Cut it out, cuz. Pap gave you the beats. You didn't want the smoke.
You knew as soon as you seen him, what you was guilty of. Like, you should have been ready to go.
Man, fuck out of here, man. Man, what else we got, man? What you got for me, man? It's a lot going on. There's some stuff I want to talk about, but the way YouTube been acting, we just got out of jail. I might leave it alone for now. I'm gonna give us a little bit of time because that Nick Cannon and Candace Owens convo, that's low key right up my alley, bro.
Yeah, I like that one.
She low key. Nick Cannon looks like he got buck broken.
Yeah, for sure.
So he has Candace Owens on. We all know the type of content Candace Owens does. We all know the mission she's on right now, and she took that to Nick Cannon's show. She basically said, you know, there's this invisible group whose whole purpose is to enslave mankind. Nick Cannon goes and says, well, I personally looked for this group high and low, far and wide. I couldn't find them. So to me, they don't exist. And everybody's like, what do you mean?
Nigga,
they found you. Your show got canceled by the group she's talking about because you had Professor Griff on your show.
Mm-hmm.
He came up there with all these conspiracy theories. You were right there like this, cosign. Oh, yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I did my research. Yeah, same thing, I believe. Bam, they seen that like, hold on, bro. We signing your checks. And you sitting here dissing us?
You done.
You're done. They gave you the Kyrie Irving effect.
Matter of fact, if
Show
you want it back, bring up the rabbi up there and let him scold you on camera and you agree with everything. Like,
and you apologize and agree.
Yeah.
So now that he's back in a good light, he's back getting to the bag, you could just tell he was compromised.
He's never been, by the way, he's never been that high power since. I used to follow Nick Cannon. He used to do a book a week or a book, something like that. He used to really be on the knowledge tip when I first started watching his show, like when he was doing a little podcast. Ever since that shit, it's been straight about his 12 baby mamas. Like, it ain't been no substance since then. Nigga has been completely in a whole nother realm of content since then, in my opinion.
You know what? I never really looked at that, but it has been all relationship shit.
Messy shit.
It's been nothing about empowering black people like he was, that whole train he was on, dropping knowledge, high powered. It's been nothing.
Nothing.
So what whoever came and tapped him on his shoulder that Candace Owens was talking about scared the fuck out of him because he don't even want to mention it. It was to a point where if you watch the interview, as she just dropping facts after facts because he kept saying, well, you know, trying to give pushback, and she just boom hit him with facts, boom hit him with facts. He just like he stopped saying words, because it's gonna look like you co-signing again.
Yeah.
Oh, and saying your show is out of here. So, bro, it was a sad sight to see. Like they always say, if you want to know who's in power, look at who you can't scrutinize.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only one group you can't really even mention. You can't
Only
even
one.
say they motherfucking name, nigga, or you out of
Or
here.
you get in trouble. Yeah, Nick Cannon, and again, this is why we can't follow celebrities, you know what I mean? Because they are in the pockets of the people who run shit, because that's who's writing their checks. And at times, you got people like Candace Owens, and this is what you're seeing about the culture, right? Y'all could get on Candace Owens and whatever, however y'all feel about her. She speaks truth, bro. She brings a lot of things to light and a lot of uncomfortable truths that we don't want to hear as a people. And to me, that was a perfect example of the problem with our culture. You got some black people who are trying to deliver the truth, show you the light, get you to see and get you to the next level. And you got other motherfuckers who have literally been affected by said things and know they have, but choose to be afraid and hide under it and pretend like it didn't happen. And this is why we can never get nowhere, because we have a whole bunch of niggas who are scared of whatever consequences it may be, instead of just coming on a side that they know is going to get us to the next level.
And this is a message that people need to hear, because this is something people don't think about. If you're going to take the revolutionary route, it's a long, lonely road. You think about all the black leaders that we had, all the people we revere in high regard as being the messiahs, the Malcolm X's, the Marcus Garveys, the Martin Luther Kings, if you were a fan of Martin. None of them were wealthy. None of them were really well off. A lot of them were broke, ended up with nothing, died with nothing. Their family didn't reap any benefits of any of their work. It is a selfless job, and it is a sacrifice that many are not built for. Mm-hmm. The very people that you're trying to save are even gonna go against you for trying to save them. So it's not for everybody. And I think Nick got that wake-up call where he was on that route, on that road, feeling like the new Malcolm, the new Martin. Yeah. And when he got, bam.
He found out some whole different politics.
They whipped him. They whipped him, canceled his show, and he's looking for the help. And all the people who was on his show preaching about, oh yeah, this, that, fake, all this high power shit, none of them came to his aid.
None of them.
None of them offered him their platforms. None of them spoke up for him. So he looked around like, oh, all this was for nothing? Man, fuck these niggas. I'm finna come back. I'm gonna get the bag. I'm gonna shut up, stay quiet, and do my thing. I think he got that wake-up call that, hey, this is a thankless job. Mm-hmm. It's a thankless job until you're dead and gone. And oh yeah, Nick Cannon sacrificed. But while he was here, he had no motherfucking help, no backing. And this is why people who have platforms don't want to take that road, because they know this. They know you niggas ain't gonna back niggas.
Yeah. It's romanticized in the movies, y'all. Fred Hampton died at 21. They came through bro's crib, shot it all up. Martin Luther King, same thing. Malcolm X, same thing. These were young people who put their lives on the line and were followed and scrutinized by the government, white America, but also their own people. Their own people threw stones at these people for the entirety of their career, and then they laid down their life. This isn't no movie shit. This is real life, and these people really put in work, blood, sweat, and tears for real. So when you look at people like Nick Cannon, who comes from a acting background, you on Teen Nick at Night, all this bullshit, are you really built for this? Are you really built for the scrutiny? Are you really built for the possible cancellation, for the nigga standing at your door? You have to be able to make that decision. And I think it comes from within, of knowing, like, I'm willing to put myself on the line for this, what we call the culture. You get what I'm saying? And if you're not willing to do that, then step the fuck aside. So I'm glad that he's out of it now. But if you're going to have people on like Candace Owens and people like that, but still be scared, I don't understand the point of that, because you're just looking stupid. Why have her on if you're afraid to even speak the truth? Why even bring these type of people on your show? It don't make sense to me.
Man, and that's a great point. A lot of these people die young, and just really think about it. How many of them did the culture avenge?
Yeah.
Because it's documented who took them out. CIA was behind a lot of this shit, allegedly. Not even allegedly. This is like a lot of this they admitted that they did.
Declassified now,
It's declassified now. So YouTube, don't strike me or flag me, because these are official documents that you can look up. It's public. They took out a lot of these leaders. They funded the COINTELPRO, who was focused on dismantling all these movements and taking out these people.
And we don't, not to cut
nobody avenged them.
We don't even realize that now. We don't even need a government organization to do COINTELPRO, because look at Nick Cannon. He doing it right now. Like, the niggas are doing it without even being instructed to do so because it's been put in your head to go against what you see another black person doing because fear gets stricken in you. Oh, well, I seen somebody go down this way, so let me stay away from that. That's COINTELPRO, because what you're doing is standing in the way of the cause. And that's exactly what they want. So that's what Nick Cannon is doing. And all that, I don't know what you're talking about. I looked hard or high and low for him. That's bullshit, bro. Come on, man.
They shut your show down. What he would have been better saying is, look, they tapped me on the shoulder. That's not a fight I want to fight. Respect to you, Candace, for continuing on that fight. But I'm not built for it like I thought I was. Because everybody's not built for it, and you can't be mad at the ones who's not. So if he would have acknowledged that instead of completely denying it, that's what is making him lose the respect right now. Because it's like, what the fuck you mean you don't know who they are?
And again,
you can't find them. Nigga, they found you, nigga. It's
a system. It's like these people are fed a silver spoon since 15 years old from being famous. They have a whole bunch of industry connects. They're used to things working a certain way. So jumping from that to trying to be a revolutionary, the industry knows that more than likely you're going to fall back on that silver spoon because you're so used to it. So that's where it's like I can't really trust the celebrities or the people that are super famous because they only there until shit really get tough. Then they gonna dip out anyway because they need that silver spoon.
Like there's this coalition of influencers who are on this we need to take down the Jews movement right now. And a lot of people are saying they're controlled opposition because if you ever looked at anyone who really was a part of that movement, they got taken out. They weren't able to freely talk on social media. So a lot of people are questioning a lot of these people who are on these tangents, including Miss Candace Owens herself, because Nick Cannon, before he seemed compromised, we saw what happened to him like this instantly. Kyrie Irving, we saw what happened, and all he did was tweet a link. Like, they're not playing. They pushing buttons, nigga.
You know what's crazy about that Kyrie thing is that was an Amazon book, right? And he got in trouble for an Amazon book. Now in 2025, the NBA gonna be on Amazon. So it's like, it doesn't even really make sense how they be doing these niggas. Like, it's
Kanye.
Stupid.
Everybody forgot about Kanye. Yeah. His fucking trainer sent him a text message. Look, you gonna apologize. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk. You're not going to curse. You're not going to deny anything we saying. Or we're going to put you back in the crazy house, drug you back up, and you ain't going to see your kids ain't going to be the same ever again. And everybody just forgot about that shit.
I don't think Candace is controlled opposition. I think we're at a point in time now where that side of things is low-key winning the race. Like the whole Joe Biden versus Trump and Trump winning puts a lot of the media on notice that was around to kind of send out the cancellation noise or certain rhetoric against people like Candace Owens. And I think you saw that when she lost her job. But now we're at a point where Trump is going to give voices to Elon Musk. Trump is going to give a voice to Alex Jones. He's going to give a voice to Candace and a lot of these other platforms. So we're going to see things change. And I think a lot of people are going to be protected. And I think that's why she is protected, is because those people are winning the race right now.
Bro, they wiped Alex Jones out essentially. What do you owe, like $1 billion?
Yeah,
he wasn't even worth $1 billion.
That nigga was on live like, hey, they finna come take my shit right now. Nigga did not get off live. Yeah.
It's not funny, but the way that they doing much, like, bro, they are ruthless and need to be studied. They wiping shit out.
They coming for you.
And what's crazy to me, the people who are fighting against it, because old boy from Fresh and Fit, him and Myron low-key not seeing eye to eye, because Myron goofy ass joined in on that, and Fresh is like, bro, why?
You doing too much.
Like, why are you trying to fight a fight that you know you can't win? What goal are you trying to accomplish? Like, this is only gonna hurt us.
Yeah, old boy, he really just signed up to get the hoes and be cool, and now it turned into some whole other shit.
He like, look, nigga, I didn't fight up. I didn't sign up to go against the Jews and the bankers and the Zionists. Nigga
he don't even speak no more. He just sit there. He's like,
right. So, man, it's a fight to be had, and it's a fight that Nick Cannon looks like he opted out of.
Yeah, definitely.
And I look like he opted out. And this, I'm not even mad at niggas who do, because, like I said, niggas are gonna crucify you for taking on a fight that you believe is helping to save them. Yeah. It's cold. Like, whatever they did to get the power and to get people in the state that they in now, bro, that shit got to be studied.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's crazy. Like, niggas won't even say their name.
Yeah. People are scared, bro.
They got people terrified. And I'm like, look, cuz, if you could break bread and make some money and get your family straight, it's looking like that might be the move for niggas.
Exactly. At this point, huh?
What are you even doing at this point?
Yeah. No, for real. For real.
These niggas got ninjas and bro, remember Game was talking about them niggas like, look, man, they got them people that come to your house in the middle of the night type, like, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Park outside across the street from your crib, all type of shit.
Motherfucker come out with a cloaking device on. You don't even see cuz. Like, nigga, these niggas got some other shit, bro. So, yeah, but if you ain't seen that Nick Cannon interview, go watch it and y'all let us know how y'all felt about it. To me, he seemed defeated. It's a fight he does not want to fight. He's happy with his success.
Yeah.
He thought he was going down the Malcolm route. He thought he was going down the Marcus Garvey route. And then he saw where that road leads to, and he didn't want no parts of that.
And he's slowly, like I said, he's going to slowly, hopefully not, but it seems like he's slowly becoming that opposition within the culture that I talked about earlier, where it's like he got buck broken, and now he's actually believing the rhetoric that they're spewing to him about whatever, about Candace Owens, about other people that are trying to speak the truth.
I don't even believe he's believing it. I just believe he has to publicly say these things or act this way or get canceled
Or
again.
he's cooked, yeah.
And bro just don't want to get canceled again. Because there's no way you was doing all this fucking research, all this high power this, and all of a sudden you don't believe none of it. No, you still probably doing your research and reading your books and believing that. But to save face for your platform and your livelihood, you're going to go against all that shit.
Yeah.
And me personally, I want to crucify him, but I can't because I know how this goes. I know where it ends up, bro.
Yeah.
People will effectively do the job of the people that they are saying, oh, they're evil, they're in control. The same people saying that are gonna do their job for them.
Yeah, get you
willingly.
canceled. That's a fact.
Like it's crazy how they got people, bro.
That's a fact.
Yeah, what else you got for me, man?
Let's see. What we got?
We on the road. We on the stroll right now, man. There's some shit going on. The universe. Oh, okay. What's one thing that we used to have that is slowly going away that nobody notices?
Damn.
Ownership. Think about it. You used to pay money. You used to get a CD. You own the music. What do we have now? Streaming. You're leasing the music.
Yeah.
You don't own anything. Imagine Apple Music goes down. Spotify goes down. Where the fuck do you get your music? YouTube goes down. You have no access.
You don't even get they have access to even change the songs whatever time they want or re-edit it, all type of different shit. And that's what you get.
So the reason I'm bringing that up is because a lot of the rappers didn't want to go mainstream. A lot of the rappers came up off independent grind, independent success. We don't want no middleman. Well, guess what? The middleman Universal just purchased the biggest independent outlet for $750 million. And they basically control everything now. So essentially what I'm saying is the whole independent artist thing,
it's over with.
It's over with. Either you're going to be a part of this system or it's over with.
A lot of artists too were lying about being independent anyway. I got a distribution deal or whatever it is. You sign. It's okay.
So essentially, unless you're going to go from artist directly to fan, like, hey, click this link, buy my album, and I'll deliver it to you, or I'll give you a link to download
Direct to the consumer.
Direct to the consumer, it's over.
Yeah.
Because what they sat back and did was analyze, oh shit, man, what the fuck? All this money slipping through the cracks? Nah, that shit is over with.
Yeah.
And people laughed at Nip when he sold that album for $1,000 and people came and lined up to get it. Yeah. But Nip was low-key ahead of his time with that Proud to Pay.
That's all my profit.
Because now what you're going to start to see is artists trying to go back to that, trying to go back out the trunk. They damn near, I bet you they want CDs to come back now because you can print your CD up as an artist on your own and just deliver it straight out the trunk. How you going to do that with the streams now? They can just shut your streaming service down.
Yeah.
Because they own it.
And it's a lot of politics at play too, right? Like of what you can put out, the messaging. certain deals, breakdowns of percentages. So again, the industry, you talk about Lucian Grange, Elliot Grange, how they buying up everything. Universal Music Group is buying up everything, bro. A lot of smaller labels have consolidated into them. They running it up right now. They're planning to, I don't know what they planning, but we know streaming is dying out, right? For a fact. Like, we know rappers know now that they're not making any money from it, to the point where they're saying it out loud. So whatever they're trying to do now, they're trying to get in front of whatever is to come, which is people being independent.
There's an old quote: "You will own nothing and you will love it. You will be happy." Think about it, y'all. You used to be able to buy a house, own the house. No one can afford houses right now. Not only can no one afford houses, major corporations are buying all the houses. They're buying all the properties, and they're using it as permanent leases. So now, instead of going directly to the homeowner and being able to buy a home or getting, the loan from the bank, paying it off, now you own it, you pass it down generation to generation.
Management company.
Now it's going to be a permanent property management company, and they're just going to lease it forever.
Yeah.
So you're no longer going to own a house. People can't afford cars. They got lifetime car notes because every 3 to 5 years, the car that you're paying the note on is fucked up. The new model came out. They don't make the parts anymore.
Yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, you got to keep leasing cars. So there's that, because everything's electrical now. That's another reason why they want to go electrical. You can't fix anything on your own. You got to take them in. Once that battery go out, guess what? You got to get a new one, because the battery costs more than the damn car
itself. Yeah.
The music we leasing, like, we're literally leasing life. The phones, you're paying on your phone for it. I mean, it's just
you don't even remember it.
You don't even remember, because it's just in your phone bill.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get close to paying it off, the new one came out with the new features. This one malfunctioning. Now you got to get another one. Start that. Like, we are literally at the point where we're owning nothing. We used to be able to plant crops in our yards. Guess what? They made laws where you can't plant crops in your front yard. You can't have gardens that are so big. You can't even have certain plants. You can't even go to other countries and get certain seeds. They don't want you grow. Like, they control everything.
It's a fact. My grandma always talks about when they was younger, their house, they were able to farm. They were able to grow crops. They talk about owning their house, how they sold it. All those things are lost. It's lost for sure. Like, we don't have the ownership anymore. These companies are playing monopoly on a big stage, and they're buying up everything. When you look at the future and how much inflation is going and the prices of things, I'd be surprised if we not living in huts in damn near 10 years, 15 years of the way things going.
My nigga, look at Klarna. We leasing basic
Afterpay, all of that, yeah. Niggas is leasing a $200 pair of shoes, like, and they paying 25% interest on it. Like, you niggas are out of your mind. That shit crazy.
Cuz, like, really think about this, cuz.
Yeah.
We're leasing life.
Yeah.
Like a lifetime chain and ball of debt. Not only the college debt, just think about your life, the credit cards. Everything is revolved around keeping consumers in debt, keeping you piled with bills to where you can't think. Because if you're spending your whole life trying to pay the debt down, when do you have time to think? When do you have time to create? When do you have time to free yourself? You don't.
And then not only that, a lot of Americans could, like, right, you could get out of a car bill. You could get out of certain bills that you have, but once you pay something off, you be in a rush to go get back in debt again because you want the newest, you want to look a certain way. And America has given us that standard of what we're supposed to look like, dress like, all these different things. So a lot of people will pay that car off and be like, now I could go ride this 2018 and that's 6 years old for the next shit till the wheels fall off. But nah, I'm gonna go back to the dealership and get something else because this is gonna up my status or whatever it is. So now niggas go back into debt and they counting on that. It's the same thing I sent y'all the other day. Like, moving out of your home is a psyop. Like, if 10 people live in a home, that's one rent. But if 10 people move out, now that's 10 rents that niggas gotta pay. Like,
exactly.
This is what they want for us to do.
Exactly. And this whole 50-50, I ain't going 50-50 thing, psyop.
Yeah.
Same thing. But artists, y'all are in danger. Like, it's getting spooky out here if you're a rapper. If you're an artist.
You might as well not rap no more.
Because when you have Snoop Dogg the most famous rapper in the world, the most famous person in the world, complaining about how much streams pay.
Yeah, ugly.
What do you think the smaller upcoming artists are getting? Nothing.
I'm telling you, most kids today, anyway, I feel like are trying to go the route of being a streamer or some type of YouTuber because they seen the checks they getting cut, and it seems to be a little bit more freedom. Like there's not necessarily any label jargon surrounding that we know of yet, because that's gonna come too once it gets profitable to the point. But I think rap is losing a lot of people to that shit because they see where the money's going, and it's not there. And when my favorite rapper is going on Kai Cenat stream or this dude's stream, it's like, well, that's obviously where it's supposed to be at.
That's a sign of the times. When the major corporations are buying the major independent corporations, it's finna get spooky.
Yeah.
Meaning they control everything, they own and everything. So rappers, R&B singers, artists in general, y'all gonna have to come to a drawing board and come up with a plan. Because unless you're going directly to the consumer, and as the consumers are lazy, the consumers aren't going out of their way to get your product. We're at a point where if we can't click a fucking button,
niggas don't want to look for it.
They don't want to look for it. Not only, they don't even want to look for the button. Link in bio is dead.
Yeah, even that.
If your link ain't right here where they can click, it's over. You could be like, hey, man, my new episode is out. My new song is out. Link in the bio. Nigga ain't going to that nigga bio.
That's too many clicks. Yeah.
That's too many clicks. So imagine trying to get people to come back and get physical copies again. Essentially, your career is done.
Yeah.
You got to play ball with or we build a new industry where, hey, come over here. I mean, it's something, it's a conversation to be had is all I'm saying.
Yeah, they definitely have to figure something out because it's no way that UMG should be owning that much, to me, in my opinion. I think that's crazy. That's damn near 100%.
Them niggas said you can't have nothing, nigga, not even independence.
So I wonder what's coming next. Is it like, do you think, because if you can't be independent, right, or if they bought that up and then you don't want to be signed to a label, how can you rap and make money? You think? Like, I think Nipsey Hussle had his finger on the pulse because he was really great at that. The Marathon Store, all these things that low key helped push his music without him even pushing it like for himself. So I think that's what he did, and more artists need to follow that route, in my opinion.
Just think about it. Podcasting, they were giving out bags. We missed that wave.
2020,
they
2019,
were giving out bags, left, right. You get a bag, you get a bag, you get a bag. Shut that down. Rap, same thing. They was giving out bags. It seemed like rap was the thing to do. Nobody want to rap now. Mm-hmm. Like you said, what are you going to do? Go back to rapping on the corner with a fucking bucket?
Yeah.
I mean, you can put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube ain't paying shit.
They're not paying shit.
They putting shit on YouTube to try to get a deal.
Yeah.
They ain't getting on YouTube to get rich. So where does the money come from? Oh, those people that y'all keep saying is evil, and now you got to go play ball. Yeah. Now you see why Nick Cannon's shutting the fuck up and
because they controlling everything.
They controlling everything.
They trying to bring back 360 deals. I mean, they're already here, but they're trying to make it more. I think they're trying to take away independent completely, or the thought that you could go independent and be successful.
They don't want independence, period. Whoever you believe is in control, the Jews, the bankers, the Zionists, whatever names you want to put, whoever is pushing buttons, they want you like cattle. You got to come to them for everything. Just think about the average man. If you put us on a ranch, we're fucked.
Yeah, niggas not gonna know what to do.
Niggas don't know how to hunt. Niggas don't know how to farm.
Nothing.
If you drop us in the woods and the city boys, we fucked. We don't know how to look at like, hey, the moss growing on this side. We need to go that. We're
Eat this
fucked.
berry, niggas.
Eat this berry, niggas finna be touching poison ivy and all kind of shit, nigga. We're done. Niggas don't know how to hunt. Nothing.
Yes,
it's bad. Like, we're coming to a point where we depend on the system for everything. Your medicine, the natural pharmaceuticals, done. We don't know how to concoct no medicine.
And it's to the point too where like you'll get in trouble for trying to do the natural things in certain fields. They'll fine you or they'll try to arrest you for doing certain things. So even that, there's systems in play that try to kill the things that are outside of the system. So you have that as well.
Think about the 90s. They psyoped the whole fucking world to love seedless fruit. Look, you don't got to spit out the seeds no more.
That was
no,
crazy,
dummy,
huh?
you can't plant no more.
Yeah.
Because they own all the shit.
Yeah. They told us.
Come on,
They told us we was running out of room to farm, and therefore we got to start making things that are fake, pretty much.
Take a flight. Do you know how much uncharted land that plane goes over? Look out your window the next time you catch a flight.
That's an artificial shortage for sure.
Bro,
Yeah.
we are cramped in certain... The world is bigger than you think. First of all, the maps are fake. It's extra land. Fucking Admiral Byrd already told you. It's a whole nother fucking world on the other side of the ice wall. Like, it's a whole lot of shit they're not telling you. Like the chicken shortage. We got this fake chicken shortage now.
Yeah.
They put in the fucking... They said the size of chicken went up 364%.
Because of the bird flu? Are you talking about the size? My bad. I think you're talking about, okay, yeah.
No, first they hit you with the shortage.
Yeah.
And then the price of eggs went up. Oh, it's not enough chickens laying eggs. Not only that, nigga, they're putting the chemicals in the fucking chicken. Like, I just read the article. They said chicken is now no longer considered a health food. Because you remember,
Crazy.
chicken used to be one of the most healthiest things you could eat.
Leanest meat.
Bodybuilders literally used to drink a fucking dozen eggs every morning.
Yeah.
Now it's one of the most unhealthiest things you can eat. And they told us steak was unhealthy. They just came out and said that's one of the healthiest things you can eat is steak.
High in protein, iron, all type of shit. It also, the way that these people are treating the animals that they have has a lot to do with the quality of the meat as well. A lot of these places is unsanitary, and they're putting the animals through malicious practices. So the way they killing them, the way they're cleaning them, the way they get them into certain situations, it's a lot of fear-based things. And from my studying and research, that releases certain hormones within the animals that makes it unhealthy for us to ingest. So even their lifespan and how they live contributes to how healthy the meat is, and it's not good living conditions for them.
When you see free range, they're not really freely walking around. I seen I seen the video. They had the fucking cows in cages, but they were dumping grass on their heads for them to eat, and that was free range.
Free range, organic, all these things too.
Like, nigga.
If you look deeper into it, it's like it's a meaning for what the animal's eating as well.
Exactly. They're not really out on the range
Yeah.
free like how they were supposed to be. And I seen this other tribe, the tallest tribe in the world, African tribe. I think they're all over 7 feet. They said they drink milk for like a year straight.
Yeah,
They don't even eat meat. They said the only time we can even get meat is when we go to the village. So I'm like, damn, how the fuck you surviving on milk? That lets you know even the milk we got is different.
It's bad. It's bad over here.
They drinking milk right out the tit. Getting all the nutrients they can get. The milk we get pasteurized, all fucked up, make you sick, want to
Shit,
throw up.
disgusting, yeah.
Shit. Like, come on, bro. Really think about it. Like, the food is fucked up. I heard they're about to ban like 6 dyes.
Yeah.
Then the next
40
upcoming
red
months.
dye, all that.
Yeah, the 40 red dye,
they
the hot
need
chips
to.
and shit finna be out of here. Like,
But
a whole
even-
lot of candy finna be out of here.
Yeah.
A lot of sodas is finna be out of here if this passes. So we'll wait and see.
Just pay attention. People got to pay attention because with the killing of all this stuff, it comes into, like we talked about the free range chicken and things, the greenwashing of products. So this says organic on it. This says 100% real. This says, and the shit ain't even that. So be careful for the labels as well, because that's how they're getting us now. Even in places like Sprouts and Whole Foods that you think are, we go to Sprouts or Whole Foods expecting it to be the know-all be-all for healthy food, and you go in there and you look up some of the shit. It's greenwashed.
Yeah, so Lord willing, they do ban this shit because if you ever travel and go outside the country, food's way different. Your body reacts to the food way different. You got people going to Italy eating pasta and pizza every day and losing weight. You come to America, you eat pizza and pasta, you're going to be 400 pounds. Everything is completely different. Your system goes into shock when you go out the country. I damn near don't even eat fish no more unless I'm out the country. And I can see them catching my shit right there and frying the whole thing. So y'all pay attention to what's going on right now because there's a lot going on. You got any final words, man? We finna get up out of here. I don't want to be too long-winded. Yeah. Shout out to Messiah. He doing his thing. Like I said,
shout out, bro.
Ruckus is finna be on a disciplinary, you know what I'm saying? He just texted me, oh, bro, I didn't see the group chat. Nah, fuck all
Talk
that.
about for the week.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel, man. We finna get up out of here the viral way. Bang!